Hello, everyone. Welcome to Independent Study. I'm really excited to be your teacher. When we return to the classroom, we will be operating out of Moss Street, 467 Moss Street, and we will be in classroom number 2. In order to ensure your success, it is most important that we stay connected. So there are 3 ways that you can do this. The first is through email. You can always email me at this particular address, and usually within 24 hours, I will have responded. This is also the email that you will send your homework so that I can look at it, review it, and then put it in your electronic file. The most efficient way to get in touch with me is either by calling me on the phone or text messaging me. And this is the number that is the best number for you to reach me. When we return to the classroom, however, this will be the best number with which to reach me. One of the other ways of staying connected is through remind.com. Once I meet with you, I will ask for your phone number, both the parent and the student, and I will invite you to sign up for remind.com. This is also a text messaging system designed for big groups. This allows me to send out messages such as the upcoming holidays, or if we're going to have the PE test, or some type of message that would be of interest to several people. In addition, it's also an opportunity for you to email me or message me, and for me to message you. It's not quite as effective as text messaging me at this particular number because I don't check it as often during the day, but it is effective. In independent study, we will meet once a week, generally for 15 to 30 minutes. Right now, because we're on distance learning, that meeting takes place either by a phone call or we can meet in a Google Meet. And I will give you the code to do that if that's the format that you would like to use. Most students prefer just doing a phone call. And during that phone call, Google Meet, or if we're in the classroom, then it would be a one-on-one meeting. We will discuss your work, set goals, and in the classroom, you would have the opportunity to take tests. In distance learning, we are not having students take tests in the traditional way. But as I mentioned, the big idea of these meetings is for you to share with me your dreams, for us to set goals, and to help you take action so that you can reach those goals, especially towards getting your high school diploma. As I mentioned, one of the means that some individuals enjoy taking advantage of is a Google Meet. And so the way that this can occur is through your sweetwaterschools.net account, you can type in the code Hodge222, wait for me to join the session, and once I join, then you can join. Right here, if you will click on this link, it will take you to a video to explain how you can do that. But please be aware, it has to be through your sweetwaterschools.net account. In independent study, attendance is taken in a very different way than in regular school. Regular school, you go every single day, and just by showing up, you get attendance. That is not the case in independent study. Here, it is totally work-related. So you only earn attendance by the product or the amount of work that you turn in. And the way that we determine the amount of time that you're given is we give you an outline or a study guide for your course. And on that study guide is a list of all the assignments. Generally, there's probably 60 to 70 assignments in order to get you through the entire course. And so you would be required to do 5 or 6 assignments a day. That would equate to 5 or 6 hours. The state basically allocates 1 hour per assignment, even though sometimes it might take you more time, it might take you less time, but generally we just allocate an hour per assignment because it evens out to be about that amount of time. So if you only do 5 assignments in the week, you only get 1 day of attendance. If you do 25 assignments in the week, then you get 5 days of attendance. So it really depends on you. Now, if you do more than 25 hours, well, that just means you're going to get through the course a lot quicker. And we do have some students who get through a course in 1 week. And that's the fastest that we allow students to get a course done, is in a week, because they should take you 60 hours. And the other thing to keep in mind is that the quality of work must be at a 70% or better. If it's not, and it doesn't meet audit, then we would just return that piece of work to you, have you redo it so that it will pass audit. I am the first auditor, and then there's another one after me who will audit, so that there are 2 auditors to your work. One of the things that makes auditors' job very easy is if you label your work. So the way you do this is to make sure that each assignment is labeled with your first name and your last name, the name of the course you're taking, because we have lots of courses. I think we're up to 36. And then to give pertinent details about it. For example, under Michael Jordan, he's in chapter 9.2, pages 242 to 247, numbers 1 through 4. That's the particular assignment that he's turning in. And we want that kind of labeling for each assignment that you do. After we have our meeting, then I will send out a weekly assignment email. If you were in my class, I would hand you a paper with the assignments written out. But since we're distance learning, I will send an assignment email out to you so that the parents and the students know what is expected for the upcoming week. The way that you earn credits is by getting through the entire study guide. All the assignments listed have to be done. And we want you to do them in the order that they're listed. There's a reason that you're giving the assignments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because oftentimes it's scaffolding. Lesson 1 prepares you for assignment 2, assignment 3. So please do them in order. We also generally only assign 1 class at a time. This is so that your entire focus can be on that particular course. And then you can get it done in 2 to 3 weeks. If you're also needing a PE, then we also give you the PE as well, because to get a C, you have to have PE for 6 weeks. For a B, you have to take it for 9 weeks. And for an A, you have to take it for 12 weeks. So you have to take that while you're taking other classes. In independent study, we now have 2 ways that students can take classes. One is through our online APEX course of study, and the other is with the traditional textbooks. Sometimes those textbooks are picked up at the Moss Street Library, and sometimes we give them to you online. In either way, you can earn a credit. Each week you are to turn in work, and I encourage students to turn in work every single day. Since you should be working every day, just do the work and turn it in. And generally, a general rule of thumb is to turn in 1 assignment, 1 chapter, a chapter a day. And you would, again, submit it through sandra.hodge222@gmail.com. One of the exciting things about independent study is it really is a school of champions in the making. A lot of times our students have different reasons for coming into alternative ed, but we have data that the colleges like our independent study students. And this is why, because our students learn to be self-motivated. Students in independent study have to figure out how to get up and get their work done. They don't have someone always over them. They develop a lot of self-discipline because it is independent study. And so you have to set up your own schedule and determine that you're going to get those 5 and 6 lessons done a day and get them done. Our students are also great problem solvers because they don't have videos oftentimes in the classroom and lectures and talking to other students. They have to look for other ways to find answers to the questions when they're not always in the book. And so they learn to use the internet resources. They reach out to some of their peers. They talk to their parents. They even ask their teacher once in a while and get the answers to the questions. So they become very good researchers. Google it becomes very familiar to them. They work hard and they become good time managers because they do get courses done in 2 to 3 weeks. So these particular characteristics are very defining, and the colleges and employers look at independent study students with an eye of respect because they know that it is actually a more difficult type of instructional program to follow. So as you will see, the success of an independent study student really all depends on that second letter. It depends on you. You have to become your own boss, your own leader. And we are here to provide the pathway, the materials, and the resources, but ultimately it's you. And that is why you become the champion, because you are the one that develops the characteristics to succeed in our program. I wish you great success. I'm here to help and encourage you in whatever way we can. Take care.